Well, hi everybody, and welcome to today's Kevin Kuretzky Show. I'm your host, Kevin Kuretzky. It's Wednesday, and today I wanted to talk about something pretty interesting. Sometimes, I've had a lot on my mind recently, and I've had a lot of things going on, just as a lot of you have. And I realized something. Sometimes when I have to make a decision or I need to do something, sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing. Now, I don't mean you just sit down on your couch and get hooked into the X Factor or something like that and just sit there as a couch potato. What I mean is don't jump to a decision. Really think about what you want to do, and that's what today's show is based upon. I have a couple helpful tips for you, might help you, and I've gotten some from some viewers too, so let's start in. First of all, we always have things on our mind, decisions we have to make, and we really need to come up with the best solution possible. That's what it's always about, coming up with the best solution. Sometimes, though, the best solution is to do nothing. And what I mean by that is you don't want to make any hasty decisions. There's a couple times you want to watch out for, a couple pitfalls. One of them, of course, when you're tired. That is no time to make any decision. Anytime you're tired, you need to get rest. You need to sleep on it. You know that old saying, you need to sleep on it? Well, that's true. Anytime I'm tired and I start to feel like, I got to do this or this is what, I say stop. Just stop. You know what, Scarlett? Think about it tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day, and that's true. You need to get rest. So never make a decision when you're tired. Also, never talk to too many people about your something going on. The problem is you might get confused or some bad information. It really might not be what you really need to hear at that time. So really watch out for that pitfall of talking to too many people. Because what it does, it makes it even worse, I believe. That's what I believe. So, when you have a decision to make and you don't want a hasty decision, now there are some decisions you have to make right away. Those, though, that you don't, what you need to do, a couple tips for you. First of all, for myself, I love to journal. Here's my journal. I always talk about it. I love these notebooks. I think they were like 2 for $1, 50 cents each. I write in it every day. Sometimes a lot, sometimes a little. But especially when I have a decision to make, I love to write in it because it really clears my head of what's going on. It really tells me who I am and what I need to do. So that's a great tip. Another tip came from a viewer. It came from Elaine in Saratoga, New York. Elaine wrote to me and said one of the things she likes to do when she has a big decision is go for a walk, take a breather. I think that's always, for everything, getting some exercise. Getting what it does is it clears your head. Elaine, the truth is I went for a walk the other day. I had something on my mind, and I couldn't tell you what music was playing, even though I had it on. But by the end of that walk, I had that decision cleared. So Elaine, a great tip. And Elaine in Saratoga, New York, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and value you as a viewer. Another tip for when you have to make a decision, you might seek the guidance of somebody who is either going through something similar, has gone through, but pick a really either trusted friend, or if it's a very serious problem, you might need to go see counseling and really talk about it. Also, as a friend on that side, if someone comes to you with something, it really is wise to just listen. Because what you're doing is you're letting that person express themselves, and that decision, the answer will come to them. I believe this, though. The answer is already within us, and it comes to us. And for myself, this is what I believe. I like to always pray about it. I like to talk with God. For me, what I believe. I like to pray on things. I like to ask God for guidance. Because I know there's something much bigger than me out there. I'm not getting hokey about it, but I know there has to be. Because, listen, it gives me comfort when I think of that. So, if you have a decision, don't go hastily into it. Remember, stay away from some pitfalls, talking to a lot of people about it, really trying to, get all these different answers. And if you're tired, get rest. To make great decisions, and the solutions will come. So, sometimes it's best to do nothing, yet you're doing something. In other words, don't react right away. We're going to be doing a show about reacting versus responding, how that goes. But this one is about when you have just things on your mind, instead of thinking, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to talk to them, and I'm going to get into it, and I'll say what I want, and you know what? Calm yourself down. Take some tips. Take some time out. Elaine, like walking, she said was great. Seek the help of a friend or a counselor if you need to. Of course, my personal favorite, journaling really helps you. And do nothing. Just take a breather. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, we're all in this together, and what I know for certain is great decisions are made when I've done nothing about it except do the work. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody.